Hi, it's Michelle with SeneGence, and I've just applied my color correcting tinted moisturizer and Candlelight as a base on my lids. I'm now going to turn to apply the rest of my makeup. I'm going to start by giving myself some eyebrows. As you can see, I have practically clear eyebrows and eyelashes. I'm using our taupe colored BrowSense. It comes in this nice dual applicator with a brush at one end and the applicator at this end. And I'm just going to very lightly apply this. I've gotten much better at using it. In one of my earlier videos, I thought that it took way too long to apply, but as I've gotten better using the product, I understand now how to use it and tend to use this as my only brow color. I just follow my normal brow line. A good rule of thumb is that you take a pencil or just the tool you're using and follow the corner of your nose up to the corner of your eye, and that's where your eyebrow should end. And it should begin similarly from the tip of, or the corner of your nose up. So if you're looking for some guidance on where you should begin and end, that's a good rule of thumb. The other thing is you should create a peak by following the corner of your nose through the retina of your eye to the center, and that's where you could draw a peak if you wanted to have a more dramatic brow. But I'm traveling today, so I'm just going for a simple natural look for the airport. And just blending this in. And following that line out. All right. Looks good for now. I usually come back at the end and see if I need any more brow. Now I'm going to create some definition in the crease of my eye using our Garnet ShadowSense. I take just a small amount and dot in each corner, and it is a really very small amount. This has a great blending quality, and you can layer it to get really intense color. You can mix it and blend it with much lighter colors for just subtle definition. I do tend to work on both eyes at once. I find that doing so gives the shadow a little bit of time to dry as I'm working with it, as opposed to spending too much time blending a wet product. So you'll see I'm just creating a little bit of a crease here, blending it out. Garnet is one of my absolute favorite colors. It's great to create contours if you want to do on your cheeks and your nose line and create some bronzing up on your forehead. It is a perfect eyeliner. Now I'm going to take Mocha Java Shimmer and work that, I'm going to use it on the brush this way, over the garnet to soften it out just a little bit. I'll blend it in on both eyes. Just kind of soften the edges so you don't have anything too distinct. And then I'm going to use our Sandstone Pearl. Put one dot on each eye and up on the brow line. Blend it in. This again helps blend it all together and soften it. And then just because I like a little bit of shimmer, I'm going to take our Sandstone Shimmer Pearl and dot in the center. It brings just a little bit of attention, makes it very pretty. And take just a touch more of the Mocha Java Shimmer. Get a little bit more contour in here. Okay, now I'm going to use a liner brush from the Real Techniques collection and run it along the top of Garnet to make my eyeliner. And I just dot it along my lash line. You can see, just go right across. Our ShadowSense products are water resistant, budge proof, crease proof, all day wear. I love these because you don't lose color throughout the day. It stays in place. I had very watery eyes while I was in Las Vegas. I think all the smoke in the casinos was getting to me, and I was astonished. Despite the constant tearing, my ShadowSense and LashSense stayed in place. I kept checking it because I'm so used to having that issue with makeup, but everything was perfectly in place. Okay, now I'm going to apply UnderSense and LashSense. UnderSense is a lash building product, and LashSense is our mascara. So you'll see that the UnderSense is kind of a gray color. What you need to do is apply it like normal mascara. I put it all over. Just brush it on, and while it's still wet, you then apply the mascara. And the two bond together, and you get nice, full, bright lashes. Oops, I just got it all over the place. No big deal. I'll just grab a Q-tip and clean this up. It's a nice thing when it's wet. You can work with it, clean up very easily. I will also take my brush, just clean up that spot right there. Okay. Work on my left eye. Just put it on consistently, and then go in with the black LashSense. I will go back and do a second coat on each eye. This is just the routine that I follow. I find that you get a nice thick application if you go back and apply a second coat. And because I do have such light lashes and brows, I prefer to have a thicker mascara to draw more attention to my eyes and give them contrast. And you can see what a difference that second coat makes. As I mentioned in the video right before this, I'm traveling today, so I used our color correcting tinted moisturizer just for a subtle foundation as opposed to full face makeup where I'm going for a more intense look. Okay, now I'm going to move on to blush. I use Mulberry as a subtle contour line just to give a little bit more shape to my face. So I put a dot in each area, kind of kiss and follow that line. And Mulberry can be used as a blush by itself, but I like it as a contour to give a little bit of shape to my face. Blend it in really good. And sometimes if you've gone too far down, which happens to me on occasion, I just take my foundation brush and round it out. And then I'm going to use a couple of dots of Pouty Pink and Toasted Rose. These are our BlushSense products. I'm absolutely obsessed with them. They're a cream to powder formula, and they work really well for long wearing color. So you need very little, and you just mix them together. You could use Chocolate Cherry, which is a little bit more of a brown color, Cherry, which is a nice bright pink, and you'll see this is the Toasted Rose and Pouty Pink. Very, very subtle, but it gives you a nice glow. All right, and then that's it, because I'm going for a very simple look. So I'm going to take our translucent powder in the natural color, give it a tap so the powder gets into the brush, and just finish off to set everything in place. I keep this in my purse to touch up throughout the day. Our color correcting tinted moisturizer and foundation are both long wearing, but it's always nice if you get a little bit oily just to freshen up. And that's it. In my next video, I will apply lip color for the day. Thanks.